Hello and welcome to another episode of today's GK. Let's begin with the practice question of the last segment. Who among the following is known as the father of modern Indian art? The correct answer is Raja Ravi Verma. 29th April is the birth anniversary of the famed Indian painter Raja Ravi Verma. He is remembered for giving Indians their Western classical representations of Hindu gods and goddesses. Famous works include Damayanti talking to a swan, Mohini, Menika with Shakuntala, Shakuntala looking for Dushyant, Nair lady adorning her hair, Matsya Gandha. Raja Ravi Verma is also known as the father of modern Indian art. Nilgiri Thar, recently seen in the news, is not found in which of the following countries? India, Myanmar, Bhutan, Bangladesh. The correct answer is Myanmar, Bhutan and Bangladesh. Option C is the correct answer. The survival rate of newly born Nilgiri Thars is found to be the highest at Rajamala in the Eraviculam National Park. The Nilgiri Thar is the only mountain ungulate in the southern India amongst the 12 species present in India. It is also the state animal of Tamil Nadu. Nilgiri Thar are endemic to India. Which of the following are characteristics of Shola grasslands? These are found only in high altitude region, thickets of stunted tree species and evergreen trees. We have to select the correct answer. All are correct. D is the correct answer here. The Madras High Court wrote that entire forest in the state might die if immediate steps are not taken to arrest the spread of invasive species. Hence, the court directed the state to engage tribal communities to eradicate the invasive species and restore the native Shola forests and grasslands. The Sholas are a mosaic of montane, evergreen forests and grassland. They are found only in high altitude regions with the tropics and are limited to the southern part of the Western Ghats. They are characterized by undulating grassland patches interspersed with thickets of stunted evergreen tree species and are home to a host of endemic and endangered plants and animals. They are also vitally important in keeping water cycles alive. Consider the following statements regarding Mother Nature. Mother Nature is a living being. Mother Nature was accorded the right akin to fundamental rights. We have to select the correct statement or statements. Both are correct. C is the correct answer. Recently, the Madras High Court declared Mother Nature as a living being having the status of a legal entity. The court observed that Mother Nature was accorded the right akin to fundamental rights, legal rights, constitutional rights for its survival, safety and sustenance. Farmers' Distress Index is being formulated by which of the following? The correct answer is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. A is the correct answer here. National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development is planning to formulate a Farmer Distress Index. It is being formulated to track, identify and support the real needs of distressed farmers. Dada Saheb Falke Award is presented in which of the following fields? Sports, cinema, social work, research work. Cinema is the correct answer. 30th April 2022 is being commemorated as the father of Indian cinema, Dada Saheb Phalke's 152nd birth anniversary. Dada Saheb Phalke directed India's first feature film, Raja Harishchandra. Dada Saheb Phalke Award is the country's highest film honor, conferred for outstanding contribution for the growth and development of Indian cinema. Dada Saheb Phalke Award was introduced by the government in 1969. It was awarded for the first time to Devika Rani, the first lady of Indian cinema. Consider the following statements with respect to Chief Justice of India. He decides the number of judges that will hear a case. The office of CJI comes under the purview of the Right to Information Act 2005. We have to select the correct statement. Both are correct. C is the correct answer. At a conference with CM's Union Law Minister, Chief Justice of India criticized the government for disobeying court orders, saying such cases are an extra burden. The CJI and the judges of Supreme Court are appointed by the President under Clause 2 of the Article 124 of the Constitution. The Supreme Court Collegium is headed by the Chief Justice of India and comprises 4 other senior-most judges of the court. In his administrative capacity, the CJI exercises the prerogative of allocating cases to particular benches. The Chief Justice also decides the number of judges that will hear a case. In 2019, the Supreme Court ruled that the office of CJI comes under the purview of the Right to Information Act of 2005. Moving on. Which of the following country discovered Cuba? The correct answer is Spain. The number of Cubans leaving their homeland has soared in recent months. Cuba, a country of the West Indies, the largest single island of the archipelago and one of the most influential states of the Caribbean region. It was claimed by Christopher Columbus for Spain in 1492 and became the Spanish Empire's most important source of raw sugar in the 18th century and later earned the sobriquet Pearl of the Antilles. Moving on to the next question, which of the following languages were not a part of the original constitution? Nepali, Kashmiri, Santhali, Assamese. The correct answer is Nepali and Santhali. That is option C. A recent Twitter banter has grabbed people's attention and pushed them to really question whether Hindi is in fact India's national language. The 8th schedule of the constitution contains a list of 22 languages. In 1950, the constitution listed 14 languages like Assamese, Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Malayalam, Marathi, Odia, Punjabi, Tamil, Telugu and Urdu. Nepali, Bodo, Santhali, Maithili and Dogri were added later on. Hindi is not a national language, but Article 343, Clause 1 of the Indian Constitution specifically maintains that Hindi in Devanagari script and English are the official languages. The Digital Services Act is a legislation to tackle big tech companies. It is legislated by the European Union is the correct answer. The DSA is a piece of legislation agreed upon by the European Commission. The Act builds on existing provision of European Union law under e-commerce directive governing what online intermediaries need to do currently when they become aware of the existence of illegal activity on their services. Who amongst the following ordered to hang to death any priest who presided over a widow burning? William Bentinck, Sir Charles Napier, Warren Hastings, Lord Cornwallis. The correct answer is Sir Charles Napier. The practice of sati was prohibited many times between the 15th and 18th century. In 1582, Mughal Emperor Akbar outlawed sati, and in 1663, Aurangzeb tried to end it again. In 1850, the British hardened their rules against the practice. Sir Charles Napier ordered the hanging to death of any priest who presided over a widow burning. The princely states of India during the time were also pressured to rule out sati completely. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was one of the key reformers who opposed the practice. Which of the following countries is the highest consumer of palm oil in the world? India, Indonesia, Thailand or Pakistan? Answer it correctly. That's it. Tomorrow we shall meet again. Thank you so much for watching.